7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Good morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 30 of the King of the Hill tournament. Kings of the Hill are the 1932 New York Yankees. They're at Yankee Stadium, and they will be hosting the 1933 Chicago American Giants. That's Yankee Stadium in 1933. There are two players in this game that are very similar. In 1933, the Chicago American Giants had a slugger who was Babe Ruthian in stature. His name was Mule Suttles. And like Babe Ruth, he hit the first inaugural All-Star Game home run for the Negro Leagues. Both those All-Star games, the White All-Star Game and the East-West Negro League All-Star Game, were played in Chicago in 1933 in Comiskey Park. And the Babe, he had his home run in the third inning, mid-season. It was a home run that made the score 3-0 in that game. I think they won 4-2, the American League. Negro League All-Star Game was a little bit different, even though it was played in the same city, Chicago and Comiskey. It was played toward the end of the year. And they were not divided up, these All-Stars, by the leagues, but rather by geographical location. The newspapers in Chicago and Pittsburgh voted in the All-Star teams. They divided them up along east-west lines. And Mule Suttles was on the West All-Star team. Another difference in that game was all 9 starters of the West All-Star team played the entire game. Bill Foster was the starting pitcher of that All-Star game for the 1933 American Giants. He pitched a complete game. And all the position players, 6 of which were from the American Giants, they played a complete game. And that game was won by the West 11-7. Something else that showing the character of Mule Suttles concerning the All-Star Game, 2 years later, he was the star of the 1935 All-Star Game. That game was tied 4-4 at the end of the 9th inning, went into extra innings. Both teams scored 4 runs in the 10th inning, make it 8-8. And then at the bottom of the 11th inning, the West team got the go-ahead run on second base. And with 2 outs, Josh Gibson was the scheduled hitter. Mule Suttles was supposed to follow Josh Gibson. Suttles told a pitcher, Pud Cornelius, to go out onto the on-deck circle and take his place in the on-deck circle. And then the West All-Stars, Martin DeHigo was the pitcher pitching for the West All-Stars, saw Pud Cornelius on the on-deck circle and decided he would walk intentionally Josh Gibson, which he would not have if Mule Suttles was on the on-deck circle. So Gibson took first, and then Suttles came out of the dugout with his bat to assume his proper place. These were let me do it this way. These were the hitters and pitchers in that All-Star game. I got the wrong can. Let me do it this way. Martin DeHigo on my right hand was pitching for the East, and Mule Suttles was batting for the West. And what does he do? He hits the game-winning home run. So a very intelligent player was Mule Suttles. Had a lifetime average, great hitter too, by the way, lifetime batting average of 339, 374 in competition against the white exhibition teams. And I think 412 is his all-star batting average. So we've got 2 very similar players, Mule Suttles and Babe Ruth, in this game today. Here's your starting lineups. First for the Chicago American Giants, they're going to have Rogers, Wells, Stearns. Turkey Stearns led the American Giants with a 379 average in 1933. Suttles, Radcliffe, and Steele Arm Davis, Larry Brown, Boise Marshall, and William Powell is on the mound. William Powell is a grade, let's see, he's a grade CYZ pitcher. And starting for the Yankees, we have Coombs, Sewell, and Ruth, Gary, Glazzari, Dickey, Chapman, Corsetti, and Red Ruffing. Red Ruffing is a grade BY pitcher. He is the pitcher for the Yankees, a veteran pitcher that they got from the Boston Red Sox. We're ready to go. Here's the first pitch of today's game. Let's see. Nate Rogers steps into the box. Here's the pitch. 1-6 is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Frank Corsetti, and the throw to first. Rogers is retired. The Yankees are fielding column 2. When the American Giants are out in the field, they are fielding column 1. Willie the Devil Wells steps into the box for the American Giants. 4-5 is a base on balls, first base runner in today's game. Willie Wells is fast. We're playing basic Apba, but I'm using a little bit different book. I've used it, I think, once before on the channel. I'm using the just dropped something off the table. The Apba ABNR-ML boards. Kind of like them. Sometimes they require an extra dice, but they're a little more detailed. ABNR-ML stands for Apba Baseball Nostalgic Retro Mail League. All right, Willie Wells is at first, one down, and here is Norman Turkey Stearns. 2-3 is a 26, and off fielding column 2, 26 is a fielder's choice, ground ball to second base. Goes a short way to get the runner first out, and Stearns is on with a fielder's choice. Score at 4-6, 2 down. And here is George the Mule Suttles. Played a long career, came up with the St. Louis Stars and helped them to a few pennants. And then when the Stars team dissipated because of the Depression, somewhere around 1931, Mule Suttles then went to the Chicago American Giants and helped them win pennants. 3-3 roll by Suttles. That's a hit column roll by this big slugger. And 5-2 is, oh, wow, just a single for Suttles. First and third, though, with 2 down. Well, Mules squared it up. But you might say still sort of missed that pitch. He was over his career, Suttles was 1 for 13. Every 13 at bats was a home run. We're joined by Appa. Good morning, Appa. And also Dwayne Martz may do an Appa game after yours in the 61 replays series. I want to check that out. Thanks, Dwayne, for letting me know that. And Dwayne says, hi, Lori. First and third, a threat already for the American Giants against the Kings of the Hill. Here is Alex Radcliffe, another 300 here for the Chicago American Giants. He's their third baseman. 5-2 is a 27. And it looks like Red Ruffing will survive the threat. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, Joe Sewell, who throws to first. 3 outs. So no runs on 1 hit, 2 left. Bottom of the first inning, it's American Giants 0, and the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, and the Bambino coming to bat. All right, William Piggy Powell, again, grade CYZ pitcher, is completing his warm-up tosses. And the Colonel, Earl Coombs, steps into the box for New York. Coombs is 2 for 5 in this project. Here's a pitch to Earl Coombs. 6-4 is a base on balls. And the Colonel takes first. Yankees have their first base runner. Coombs is a rated fast runner. Joel Sewell, toughest man in baseball history to strike out. Let's change the screen here. Oh, you know, let's go this way. You don't need to be on there. Here's the pitch. Sewell, 6'2", is a double play ground ball hit to second base. Marshall to Wells, over to Suttles at first. It is a 4-6-3 twin killing, and that will ease the nerves of Willie Picky Powell as Babe Ruth comes to the plate, but with nobody on base. 1-5 is a base hit for the Babe. He could hit singles too, 341 hitter in 1932. Lou Gehrig comes up and he has a man on base. Yankees, Bronx Bombers, the middle of their order was held down in that victory where they beat the Cardinals 6-5, become the Kings of the Hill. But Sewell, Ruth, and Gehrig were all 0-for-13 in that game. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Piggy Powell has a Z modifier. 4-1 is a roller to the shortstop, fielded by Willie the Devil Wells, and his throw to first is in time to retire Lou Gehrig. No runs on a hit, no errors and one left. Go to the top of the second inning. It's the American Giants nothing and the New York Yankees nothing. All right, I did not know that Yankee Stadium was in 1932 the color of bricks and not painted white. But that is an actual 1932 picture from the outside of Yankee Stadium. All right, Walter Steel-Arm Davis will lead off the top of the second for the American Giants. No score in this game. It's early. 4-4 is a hit column roll for Walter Davis. And 3-3 is a drive. It might be, it could be over the right field wall for a home run and a 1-0 lead for the Chicago American Giants. Walter Davis touches them all. Here is Larry Ironman Brown, one of the top Negro League catchers of the era. Also a 300 here in 1933. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column roll. And so far, Red Ruffing has not been a mystery. That's a drive into the gap and up against the wall. Larry Brown rounds second. He's going to go to third. The third of third, he slides in and he is safe with a triple. Home run and a triple to great Red Ruffing here in the top of the second inning. Chicago American Giants have come to Yankee Stadium and they're not overwhelmed here. They mean business. Here's Boise Marshall. Yankees will play their infield in. And Marshall comes up with a runner on third. And the roll is a 6-6 roll. That's another hit column roll. Chicago American Giants are getting all the dice rolls here. That's a 2. That's going to be another triple. Boise Marshall drives in Larry Brown. Back-to-back triples for the American Giants. And they take a 2-0 lead. Here's Piggy Powell, the pitcher. Infield will still play in case Powell gets ideas of laying one down. He's got a couple 7s on his card. Actually, 3 of them, plus a 9. He's got a shot to get a hit. He's going to swing away. Here's the pitch to Piggy Powell, 6'5". This one's popped up in foul territory, and it's going to be taken by the shortstop, Frankie Crissetti. The first out, the runner will hold at third. Not deep enough to score him. And now we go to the top of the order, and Nate Rogers. Rogers is a line drive hitter. Yankees could walk him and try to set up a double play. I don't know. Ruffing's not been a mystery. He's going to go ahead and pitch to Rogers. Let's still put extra people on base when they're getting such good swings off Ruffing. Here's the pitch to Rogers. 45 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. He does walk him anyway, pitching carefully. American Giants have first and third, one down, double play situation. Well, Willie Wells is the hitter. Willie Wells was probably the leading shortstop in the Negro Leagues in 1930s through the early 40s, actually through the mid 40s. He started with the Newark Eagles in the mid 40s. All right, first and third, one down. Ruffing, a fastball pitcher, wants to try to get a ground ball here and see if he can get out of this mess with a double play. Here's the pitch to the shortstop of the Chicago American Giants. So he rolls a 3-3. That's a 7. That's going to be a single. No, it's not. I am surprised. The B turns that into a fly out, sacrifice fly to center field. So Red Ruffing is a B pitcher. That's going to be a sac fly. Boise Marshall tags and will score RBI for Willie Wells. It's 3-0 American Giants. Werner holds at first. And now with 2 outs, it's Norman Turkey Stearns. A lot of these guys played on a lot of different teams for the Negro Leagues. Stearns turns up in Detroit with the Detroit Stars. Played for a while with the Kansas City Monarchs. Here he's with the Chicago American Giants. Another a true superstar in the Negro Leagues. The pitch to Turkey Stearns, 26, is tapped back to the mound, picked up by Ruffing, and the throw to first. That is the third out. But the American Giants score 3 runs on 3 loud hits, a homer and 2 triples. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Chicago American Giants 3 and the New York Yankees nada. All right, for the New York Yankees, Tony Lazzeri will lead off. He'll be followed by Dickey and Chapman. They're the ones who did the most damage yesterday. Let's see if they continue on with their hot bats. All right, Willie Powell pitches to Tony Lazzeri, last of the second inning. 3-0 Chicago Americans. All right, 1-5 is a base hit for push him up Tony Lazzeri. Yankees once again get their leadoff batter on. They didn't make anything of it in the first, though. Here's Bill Dickey, a young Bill Dickey, but a .310 hitter with 15 homers in 1932. Now pitch to Bill Dickey, 5-5 roll is a 7. That's a base hit. And Lazzeri will go to third. First and third Yankees. The Yankees are threatening in the second inning. Here's Ben Chapman. Ben Chapman was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs yesterday. He's got 2 ducks on the pond now. There's a pitch to Ben Chapman. 3-5 is a 9 against a C pitcher. Runners on first and third. And that's a base hit. Scoring Lazzeri, Dickey will hold at second. RBI single for Ben Chapman. And the Yankees get on the board. It is 3-1. All right. Here's the quote, Frankie Crosetti. Yankees start this inning with 3 straight singles Pitch to the Crow. 36 is a 33. Piggy Powell has got a white strikeout modifier. Modifier on the results on X. This is a pop-up to shortstop Willie Wells. 1 away, and now the pitcher, Red Ruffing. 1-4 is a fly ball to left, put away by Steel Arm Davis. Both runners hold, and that's 2 outs. The Yankees are going to take advantage and get more runs. It's going to have to be up to the Colonel, Earl Coombs. Powell gets his sign, goes into his delivery. 1-4 is another fly ball to left field, and that is caught by Steel Arm Davis for the 3rd out. There is 1 run on 3 hits, no errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's the Chicago American Giants 3 and the New York Yankees 1. The Yankees are going to need to get the middle of their order going here for the first time in this project. Looks like to stay competitive with the American Giants. Mule Suttles will lead off for Chicago. The big first baseman singled his first time up. He played, I think, over at least 20 years, more than 20 years, I believe, in the Negro Leagues. 6-3 is a swing and miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Alex Radcliffe. 2-5 is a base hit for Radcliffe. He is 1 for 2. Average speed at first base. Here's Walter Davis, who homered his first time up to start the scoring for the American Giants. 2-1 is a long fly ball to left field, but it's going to stay in the ballpark. Chapman makes the catch in left for the Yankees. And now there's 2 down. Larry Brown. 2-2 roll is a 7, and that is going to be a base hit. That will send Radcliffe to third, first and third American Giants. And Larry Brown is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple. Boise Marshall will be walked intentionally to get to the pitcher. So the bases are juiced. Piggy Powell could really punch a hole in this game right here. Can Piggy Powell put a quarter in the merry-go-round? There's a pitch from Ruffing. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Tony Lazzeri scoops and throws to first for the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits and 3 left. Go bottom of the 3rd inning. American Giants 3 and the Yankees 1. That could be one big missed opportunity for the Chicago American Giants. We're leading off for the Yankees in the last of the 3rd is second place hitter Joe Sewell, then Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. Let's see if the middle of the Yankee order can finally get started in this project. Here's the pitch to Joe Sewell. 5-3 is a 20, and that's going to require an extra dice roll. American Giants are fielding column 1. 1 through 2 will be an error on the second baseman, and 3 through 6 is going to be a out at first, and it is an out at first, 4-3. Boise Marshall makes the play. 1 down, and Babe Ruth. 3-2 is a ground ball to third base. That's Alex Radcliffe. The throw over to Suttles, and then 2 down. Lou Gehrig, who grounded out to short the first time out. And then he rolls a 2-3, which is a ground out to second base. So that middle of the order is still struggling for the Yankees. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th, It's still 3-1. Chicago American Giants. All right, there's making ready for the 2023 draft there across the street. A few streets are getting blocked off. We're going to have a special draft show. It's Thursday, April 27th. Dwayne, I hope you're planning on being that with Rob and I. Rob and I are going to combine our channels and produce that show together. But we're going to do it probably the same way pretty much as we did last year. Leading off for the American Giants is the top of their order. Rogers, Wells, and Stearns here in the fourth inning. 4-6 is a ground ball to third base. Joe Sewell with a scoop and a long throw across. And Rogers is the first out for the Giants. Rolly Wells. 3-6 is a base on balls. So Wells has walked twice and has a sacrifice fly. Fast runner at first, Turkey Stearns. 5-6 is a swing and a miss, strike three. Second strikeout for Red Ruffin. It's been a struggle, though, in this game. Now he's got to face Mule Suttles, who has singled and struck out. 5-3 is a 20 with a runner on first. That might be an extra dice roll. Yeah, fielding column 2, 1 through 5 will be an error on the second baseman. 6 will be an out. It is an error on Tony Lazzari. First and second. 2 on, 2 out for Alex Radcliffe. Very solid third baseman for the American Giants. 1-4 is a fly ball. This will end the inning. Ben Chapman measures it and makes the catch. So 3 outs, no runs, no hits, and 2 left. Bottom of the fourth, it's 3-0 American Giants. They're kind of piling up the left on bases. It might not be good news against these strong Yankee team. Ziggy Powell returns to the mound for Chicago. So far, he's given up 4 hits, but only 1 run. And Tony Lazzari will lead off for the Yankees in the last of the fourth inning. 6-6 roll at the hit column roll for Tony Lazzari out of San Francisco. 56 is a double, leadoff double for Lazzari. It's only been 1 inning. They didn't get the leadoff runner on. Here is Bill Dickey. All right, Powell goes into his stretch, and now the pitch 53 is an 18. 18 is a error on the shortstop, Willie Wells. But let's see. I think the runner holds it short or at second base. So an E6. Now first and second. Here's Ben Chapman, nobody out. This is this part of the order that put up the Yankees' only run so far in this game. Lazzari, Dickey, and Chapman. Chapman knocking in Lazzari. 6-6 roll. Looks like Chapman's going to knock in Lazzari again. 62 is a double. And with runners on first and second, let's see what the base runners do. 1 run scores, the other goes to third unless he is fast. Dickey's not fast. So Lazzari does cross the plate. Driven in again by Chapman, his second RBI of the game. And Bill Dickey goes to third. Still no outs. It's now American Giants 3 and the Yankees 2. I was thinking that the American Giants are going to regret knocking all those base runners in that they've had their opportunities. Frankie Crosetti. Let's see, the American Giants are going to play the infield. 2-6 is a 24 with men on second and third, and the infield drawn in. That is a foul ball behind first base, caught by Suttles. Runner tags the third. He's going to try to score. Here's the throw home. He is out at the plate. Going to be a double play. Suttles guns down Bill Dickey, trying to score on the pop-up behind first. Score at 3-2. 2 down. And here is Red roughing. Red roughing, fly out the left his first time up. 3-2 roll is a 12, and I think that is a strikeout with a runner on second base. That is a strikeout. And that ends the Yankees' fourth. They do score 1 run on 2 hits. There were 2 doubles by Lazare and Chapman. We go to the top of the fifth. It's the Chicago American Giants 3 and the Bronx Bombers 2. All right, Ruffin returns to the mound. And this start has been a struggle for him. And Steele Arm Davis will lead off for the American Giants in the 5th inning. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Frankie Corsetti throws to Lou Gehrig at first. Retiring Davis. Here's Larry Brown. 6-2 is a 38. I think that is a strike. Oh, wait a minute. With the bases empty on this book, it says on 38, roll again for error number randomizer. And that will give a result of 20, which is going to be an error on the second baseman, Tony Lazare. Second error on Tony Lazare in 2 innings. So Brown's at first. With 1 out, Boise Marshall comes to bat. 4-6 is a potential double play ball hit to third base, fielded by Sewell. The throw to Lazare, and it is we'll see if it's a double play or not. D1, 2, die roll 1, 2 would be safe at first, fielder's choice. 3-6 would be a double play. It is safe at first, throws not in time at first base. So 5-4. Brown's out at second. Fielder's choice for Boise Marshall. As Kurt Bergman says, Boise Marshall beats the rap at first. Here's Ziggy Powell, the pitcher. 3-6 is a 33. Pop out to third base. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. American Giants 3 and the Yankees 2. Earl Coombs will lead it off for the New Yorkers, top of the order. Down by the slimmest of margins, just 1 run. 63 is a fly ball to center field. That is Turkey Stearns makes the catch. 1 down. Joe Sewell. Well, we can't say Sewell, Ruth, and Gehrig are still looking for the first hit. Ruth got a hit in the first. Here's the pitch to Sewell. 5-4 is a ball that's skied toward right field. Nate Rogers is under and makes the catch. 2 fly balls and 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Here's the babe. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. 3 up and 3 down on 3 fly balls. Top of the 6th, 3-2, Chicago American Giants. Roughing is rated to pitch to 36 batters. Ziggy Powell is not rated on this set of cards, so his point of fatigue will come up in the 7th inning. We're in the 6th. Nate Rogers is the leadoff batter for the Chicago American Giants. He is 0 for 1, reached by walk. 42 is a fly ball to your right field. That's Babe's territory. And Babe makes a grab. 1 out. By this point in Babe's career, in 1932, he is rated a 1 outfielder, below average. He was at least average in his younger days. Here's the pitch to Wells. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. This time Lazari's got it and throws the first. 2 outs. Turkey Stearns. 1-5 is going to be a base hit for Turkey Stearns. And the batter steals second on the 3rd pitch, 2 balls and a strike. So Turkey Stearns is at second with 2 outs in scoring position, and for Neil Suttles. Suttles is 0 for 2 or 1 for 3 right now. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Suttles strikes out for the 2nd time in the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the 6th inning. American Giants 3 and the Yankees 2. Lou Gehrig will start it off for the Yanks in the last of the 6th. 1-4. Gehrig is still looking for his first hit, and this is not going to be it. It's a fly ball to left field, caught by Steel Arm Davis. Tony Lazzari. 2-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That is Powell's 2nd strikeout. Willie Powell's not a big guy. He had a variety of pitches. 5'8" was his height. But he threw a fastball, a curveball. He had a slow curveball, changeup. He also knew how to cut the baseball and make it dance that way. Here it is, which in the white major leagues, that would have been in 1933 illegal. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey. 36 is a 33. That's going to be a pop up to the shortstop. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees in the last of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Still 3-2 American Giants. All right, this will be the, let's see, he's roughing rated for 36 batters. He's faced quite a few hitters. Let's take a look at that. Radcliffe is going to be the first scheduled hitter in the 7th inning. Let's see, Roughing has faced 27, 22, 9, 30, 31, so he's not to the fatigue point yet, 5 batters away. Here's the pitch to Radcliffe. 4-6 is a ground ball to 3rd base, picked up by Alex Radcliffe in the throw to 1st. Radcliffe is a batter, picked up by Joe Sewell, the throw to 1st. Gary's got it for the 1st out. Here's Steel Arm Davis. 2-5 is a fly ball to center field. That B turns the 8 into a fly out the center. That's 2 outs. Larry Brown. We roll for Larry Brown. That's a base hit for the American Giants catcher. He is 3 for 4 on the day. Have a day, Larry Brown. Boise Marshall. Marshall is 1 for 2 with a triple and a walk. 2-6 is a fly out the right field. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the 7th inning. It is 3-2 American Giants. Their offense is putting a lot of pressure, though, on Willie Powell not converting these base runners. And Powell is still out there trying to hold on to dear life with just a 1-run lead. It'll be Ben Chapman, Frank Crosetti, and Red Ruffing, maybe, to bat in the last of the 7th for the Yankees. Here's the pitch to Chapman. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Steele Arm Davis. Piggy Powell has settled into quite the rhythm. He has retired 9 Yankees in a row. Here's Frankie Corsetti. 5-3 is a 19. That's going to require another dice roll. 4. Let's ground out to third base. Tough play for Alex Radcliffe, but he converts it. 2 outs. And with the bases cleared, Red Ruffing will go ahead and add that. 2-4 is a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Yanks in the 7th. We go to the 8th. It's the Yankees 2 and the American Giants still 3. Lead by 1 run. Ziggy Powell will lead off for the American Giants. He has 1 mark against his fatigue. So he's still good to go. He's going to hit. 3-2 is a roller to second base, picked up by Lazari and throws to first. 1 out. It's been an adventure over there today for Tony Lazari. He's got 2 errors on the day. Nate Rogers, top of the order for the American Giants. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a ball hit on the nose down the line in right field into the corner, and Rogers will settle into second base with a double. Another chance to add to their lead. Willie Wells is the batter. See, Willie Wells in 1932 was not one of his better years. He had 263 in 33. 4-4 roll. He gets a good die roll. 8 against a B pitcher with a runner on second base, though I think is going to be an out. And it is ground out to the pitcher. The runner will get to third. 1-3, 2 outs. Wells is 90 feet away for Turkey Stearns. Now, Ruffing has pitched to 37, 38 batters. That's 1 mark against his fatigue. 5-2 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Pretty sure. It is. Ground out to third. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Another opportunity for the American Giants goes by the wayside. Yankees will come up. They're trailing 3-2. One of 3 marks spent by the fatigue of Wally Powell. Returns the pitch the 8th inning. He'll be facing the top of the Yankee order, Coombs, Sewell, and Ruth. It's been hard for these King of the Hill teams to survive. Just speaks of the competition when you get to the very top of these leagues. We've got 3 teams that have won 3 games. The 1911 Giants are in first place with plus 14 you see on the scroll on the bottom, and the 1930 Cardinals are in second place, 3-1. Yankees trying to win their second game in a row. They're down by right here late in the game. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs, 3-1. He has a base hit against Piggy Powell. Coombs will lead off with a single. Talked about the American Giants stranding a lot of runners in this game. Well, the Yankees have had their leadoff runner on quite a few times, but have not been able to take advantage. This is a potential tying run at first. And the temptation is the sacrifice to try to get him in the scoring position, but when you've only got 6 outs left, you just don't do that. Here's the pitch to Sewell, try not to get in a double play. 2-5 is an 8 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a base hit Coombs will hold at second, and the Yankees have their first 2 men on in the 8th inning. And now Powell's tired. And let's call time. Don't think we'll make Powell a tired pitcher. Pitch to Babe Ruth. Let's take a look at the bench. All right, on the bench, they're both D pitchers. And neither of them throw left-handed. So we're really not gaining anything except making a courtesy move for Powell. We're going to take Powell out. He goes 7 innings and gives up 3 earned, but he's responsible for the 2 that are out there. And on for Chicago will be let's see. Willie Jordan. All right, Willie Jordan from Parts Unknown on the Apba card. Grade D pitcher with a W modifier. He comes on the pitch to the Babe. And 2-6 is the roll. That's going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded. Golden opportunity for the Yankees here. Here's Luke Gehrig with bases juiced. Nobody out. And can Luke Gehrig put a quarter in the merry-go-round? He is certainly capable. As soon as I get to the bases full page in the Apple book. Here we go. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse. 2-1 is a 32. Fly ball to right field. Rogers hauls it in. It will be deep enough to score the tie and run. Coombs tags up and scores on Lou Gehrig's sacrifice fly to right. RBI for Gehrig. 3-3. In the 8th inning. Bases are not loaded now. First and second. Here's Tony Lazzeri. Yet another Hall of Famer for this Yankee lineup. One 5 is a 10. That's a base hit. And everybody's going to advance 1 base. RBI for Lazzeri. He is 3 for 5 on the day with 2 singles and a double. Oh, no, not an RBI yet. Everybody moves up one station. So bases are loaded. It's still 3-3 for Bill Dickey. Only 1 down. 5-2 is a 27. And fielding column 1, that's going to be a double play ground ball. 5-2 to 3. American Giants breathe a sigh of relief. There was only 1 run scored in that inning. 1 run on 3 hits. 2 left. We go to the top of the 9th inning. It's a 3-3 tie. Disappointed Bill Dickey returns to the dugout to don the tools of ignorance. And he'll be looking at Suttles, Radcliffe, and Davis batting in the top of the 9th. 3-3 tie. Let's take a look at the bench for the New York Yankees. Red Ruffing has only 1 mark against his fatigue. He's good to go. Here's the pitch to Mule Settles. 6-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Frankie Crosetti, the throw to first. Settles is out. Alex Radcliffe. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base. It's Tony Lazzari, 2 outs. Walter Steel Arm Davis. 1-3 is a base on balls. Davis takes first. It's 2 marks against the fatigue of roughing. And he'll be looking at Larry Brown. Let's see, Brown's had a good day. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2 singles and a triple. And as a right-handed hitter, that might be the end of the road for red roughing. Timeout. Roughing goes 8 2/3. And now on the pitch for New York will be Jumbo Brown. Jumbo Brown is a grade D-Y pitcher, but he'll be grade C pitching to Larry Brown. C Brown's a D-Y, or he'll be a C-Y pitcher pitching to Brown. So runner on first, 2 down. Top of the 9th. Here's the pitch to Larry Brown. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. 2 walks might have the Yankees or American Giants in business here. Brown against Brown, that matchup was won by Brown. Boise Marshall, the batter. Marshall has a triple and RBI in this game. He's 1 for 3, also walked. Brown goes, Walter Brown, Jumbo Brown goes back to a grade DY pitcher. He was called Jumbo because he was 6'4", 295. Here's the pitch to Boise Marshall. 1-6 is a 28. That's a another roll there. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop who goes a short way to retire Larry Brown at second base. 3rd out, no runs, no hits, and 2 left. Go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the Chicago American Giants 3 and the New York Yankees 3. All right, Willie Jordan will be working in his fatigue inning. And he's looking at the bottom of the Yankee order. Chapman, Crossetti, and probably a pitch hitter for Jumbo Brown. First up for the Yankees, though, is Ben Chapman, talented left fielder for the New York Yankees. Bit of a racist. He is the Chapman that was the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies as depicted in the movie 42. That's the same guy as this Ben Chapman. Here's the pitch to Ben Chapman. 1-6 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Willie Wells throws the first. Yankees have 1 out in the 9th. Frankie Crossetti. 3-3 roll for Crossetti. That's a hit column roll, and they get him in the scoring position. It will do better than that. It's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A walk-off home run by the Crow, Frankie Crossetti. Home run right down the line in Yankee Stadium. Doesn't take a lot of muscles. Hit 5 on the year. Well, Frankie Crossetti will circle the bases and give his Yankees the victory 4-3. Yankees still the king of the hill. So now they are 2-0 with a +2 run differential and a chance to move into the top 2 next. They can win the next game. Line score of today's game. Let's see. We've got for the Chicago American Giants 3 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 1 error. And the New York Yankees had 4 runs on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. And they committed at least 2, both by Lazari. Yeah, 2 errors. Jumbo Brown is the winning pitcher. He was on in the 9th. And then the loser is Willie Jordan. Goes 1 1/3 and gives up the home run, the walk-off home run to Frankie Crosetti. Good ball game. Dwayne, thanks for joining me and all the others who are watching me in this telecast. The next game, I think we'll go to the we have the 33 Giants and the 37 Giants. I think we'll bring in the Giants with the 37 edition. Let's go to 1934 and bring out the 1934 Detroit Tigers and Hank Greenberg in our next game. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.